Yeah, probably. I think we were happy to chase that score. I think we've seen in the last few games it's an excellent wicket and a tough ground to defend. So we thought they got a manageable score. We lost wickets at regular intervals and never got those big partnerships together that we wanted. We never felt like the run rate was going to be the big issue, but we lost some wickets to some poor dismissals really as well in there. And it took a fantastic effort from Sam Curran to take us as close as we did. That was an outstanding effort, and we're all very proud of him for that. Yeah, absolutely. I think there were some small things that could have been done better, and a few very obvious ones. I think both sides made some mistakes throughout the game. I think there's a few errors on both parts that both sides will look back and think they could have done X, Y, and Z a bit better. I think with the ball we weren't quite as disciplined as we had been early on. We gave them a few too many easy boundary balls where they didn't have to work too hard for those boundaries. But then we pegged it back fantastically well with the spinners picking up those wickets. And then another partnership developed and they were really threatening, but we managed to break that and finish really well. So that was sort of the tail of our bowling. And again, as we touched on earlier with the bat, that someone going on to make that match-defining contribution, two guys making that match-defining partnership. We lost some soft dismissals, I would say, when we look back at it, and we'll be disappointed with that. Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's been a big part of the success we've had as a side over the last few years. All our bowlers are able to bat. Sometimes we've had Adil Rashid at number 11, who's got about 10 or 11 first-class hundreds. So that's been a huge part of us as a side. That never say die attitude to take games deep, and a lot of our bowlers who are very, very accomplished batsmen as well. So I think we take a lot of heart from that, a lot of encouragement, and Sam played an outstanding innings there, and he'll take a lot from that moving forward, even though the disappointment of losing the game. Yeah, absolutely. Let's say he's a very young man still. So, but I think both him and Tom, anytime they're put in those situations, the two of them seem to have the character for the crunch moments in games, and I think Sam just keeps showing what a match winner he is. Really, he came up with the wicket of Rishabh Pant as well. Any time with the ball, he takes big wickets, whether it's in a Test match or one day a T20. He's a real impact player in the games, and he'll just continue to get better and better. Like you said, it's important to remember he is still only 22, and the scope of where he can take his game to is massive. So we're all very excited for him. Yeah, absolutely. We come here wanting to win. We play the game to win matches and to win series, and in the must-win games at the end of the T20 and the one days, we haven't quite managed to do that. So of course we're disappointed with that, but there'll be some great learnings taken from the tour, some great exposure to players playing in this part of the world for the first time, and I think once again expanding the talent pool that are available to us in one-day cricket, building ahead to the T20 World Cup in a few months' time, and of course the 2023 World Cup later on down the line in here as well. So anytime we expand that player pool, that creates competition, that creates better performance, and that's the upward trajectory that we're always after as a side, that continuous improvement. No, I wouldn't read too much into that. We've been a brilliant side for a long period of time now. I think we've lost those two series, but that's two losses in our last 11 series. So we're still a very good side. As I've touched on, expanding that talent pool. There's been a few guys obviously missing from this side, and guys coming in to have opportunities, which is fantastic. And that's been a big part of us getting better and better as a side. And we never want to put limitations on what we're capable of, and we'll continue to try and push the boundaries and strive to do that. And I think the exposure of players coming in and continuing to play in that fashion that we expect of is great. Expanding that talent pool and pushing each other on from within, and building the strength in the squad and the competition for places in the 11 is only going to continue to improve our side. So of course it's again a long cycle looking ahead to a World Cup, but we always want to you want to learn and you want to win at the same time. So we're of course disappointed when we don't do that, but of course there is big pictures moving forward, and look, we'll continue to be a very good side. There's more and more experience in and guys, a lot of guys, in and around 100 caps as well. So their experience in the squad is huge, and the exposure for other guys coming in is vital as well. So I think we're in a really good place as a side. Yeah, I'm very excited for them. Don't know quite what roles they'll be used in for Chennai. That's obviously MS Dhoni's decision. But I'm sure Sam will want to talk to MS about tonight's innings. I'm sure that was shades of the way he would have tried to take that game down if he was in that situation. So what a great person for Sam to go and have a conversation with whenever it is he gets to meet up with MS about the game just gone. We all know what a amazing cricketer and finisher and player that MS Dhoni is. So again, it's a brilliant learning curve for all our players to get to share dressing rooms with guys, especially someone of MS's stature in the game.